Today, we're making roasted tomato soup.
With just a few simple ingredients, this dish comes together with a fiery hot roasting technique, which brings out the sweetest flavors in all these ingredients. A perfect dish for the end of summer and as we welcome fall. Soothe your soul with this delicious roasted tomato soup.
Now let's get started.
We're going to start off by coring 3 pounds of ripe Roma tomatoes.
How do you core a tomato like a champion like you do, chef, you might ask? Well, you need a thumb, a sharp paring knife. You put your thumb right in the core, put your paring knife right next to it, and with your other hand, give that tomato a little twist. This is 100% usable, and this is the only trash you should have from that. And for God's sake, always look at your product while you're doing this so you don't cut off your finger. Oh, no, I didn't. We're just gonna quarter these, throw them in the bowl. Quarter them, throw them in the bowl.
1 red onion, 1 large bulb of fennel, 1 red bell pepper, 1 large carrot, and we're going to level up this recipe by incorporating garlic confit, which I previously made, and this is how I did it. In a ramekin, add a head of peeled garlic, a bay leaf, rosemary, thyme, extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to put them in the oven very low and slow at 250 degrees for 2 hours. This is how it should look when it's done. Allow it to cool completely before using. We're just going to drizzle that garlic oil right into these vegetables to give it the oil it needs to do its thing in the oven. Don't be stingy with the kosher salt. We're going to top it off with some fresh herbs from the garden. We've got fresh rosemary, thyme, and oregano. Don't forget to add the black pepper like I almost did. We're gonna give this a gentle toss to ensure everything is coated with that delicious, naughty garlic oil. And if you can, try to do it in slow motion with a crazed, maniacal look in your face like I did. This will also help you bring out the flavors. Lay these all out onto a stainless steel or aluminum sheet pan. You can kind of tuck the herbs under the vegetables a little bit so they don't scorch. And of course, halfway through roasting, if they do start to get too much color, remove the herbs and allow the veggies to continue to caramelize. As this is roasting, the water is evaporating and the sugars are concentrating. We're going for maximum flavor, which means high heat, short cooking time, and lots of brown color. Roast this in a 450 degree oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Over medium heat in a stainless steel pan, we're going to toast some coriander seeds. Toast them until they're very aromatic. When you can smell them, generally they're very close. Grind your spices separately and set aside for later. This is a teaspoon of ground coriander, 2 teaspoons of Hungarian paprika, and a teaspoon of ground fennel seed. Here we are going to remove the stems so that they don't burn in the oven. We will add them back to the soup later. Now we're going to julienne some yellow onion. We're going to caramelize it in some butter over medium heat. When you've got some color on there, add your tomato paste and cook it off for a couple of minutes. This is going to make your pan look very, very dirty and unwashable. Do not be afraid. We're going to hit it with some white wine and bay leaf and use the spatula to do the cleaning for us. All that flavor will benefit us in a bit. Our vegetables are blistered and caramelized and sweet and tender, and now we're going to add them to our caramelized onions. When cooking with aluminum pans, try not to keep anything acidic sitting on it for too long. I like to roast my veggies and get them on out of there. And then add the roasted herbs back in. We're gonna scoop out that garlic confit, add our spices, some chicken stock, add a little bit of balsamic vinegar, give it a quick mix. We're gonna cover that bad boy and let it simmer down now. Fish out your bay leaf. Use a stick blender and puree everything down. Here's the consistency we're looking for right here.
Use a little bit of salt.
Always season to taste.
Oh, hell yeah, bitches.
Now we're ready to serve. I like to put creme fraiche in a squeeze bottle and garnish with it, but you can totally blend the cream right into the soup. Garnish with some fresh basil leaves. And voila, bon appetit. Now go get cooking.